Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2023 IFBB Pro League Texas Pro Bikini, Wellness, Figure, and Women's Physique results. But I gotta start off by saying, check out the suits. Everyone is in the best color, turquoise. Gorgeous. What a great show. And I've got my own vlog coming your way. We're at the 10 weeks out point for my trip to the Olympia Amateur Bikini Competition. So stay tuned for that video. And of course, there are more show recaps coming soon. Of course, we just had that Masters Olympia, so stay tuned for those as well. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this is a big one. Lots of divisions. So last year's top 3 are automatically qualified, and then the winner of each division in the qualification period qualifies. Nothing for 2nd through 5th. There's no points. There's no tiered system. It's just the winner who gets to go. So let's take a look at the scorecard for figure. In first place, Jessica. 2nd, Ashley. 3rd, Tamara. 4th, Amy. And 5th, Lena. So Lena in 5th place, my gosh, is she ever incredible? She's got the most tiny waist, great ab definition, and I think this is the best her legs have ever looked. They're so full and round with amazing definition. The detail in her quads is unreal. Compare this show to Tupelo and you can see so much definition in her legs. I think she's got really good balance between upper body and lower body. The only thing to me, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, is I feel like she could have a bit more roundness in the sides of her delts to fill out this shape in here so that you really see V-taper from corner to the middle. But that's about it. I think she looks stunning. It's a great suit. She's absolutely beautiful. Okay, next in 4th place is Amy. Wow, she's got width. Her upper body is beautiful, really nice, curved, full, round lats. I love this suit. That's a really unique color combo, and it looks fantastic on her. The hair is nicely off her shoulders, so you get a great look at her delts. Her delts are amazing, really big, very rounded. I'm extremely drawn to the definition in her legs. I think you get to see a lot of detail there, but I don't feel like the definition is as good on top as it is on the bottom. Like I really notice all those lines and grooves in the legs, but I don't see them as well in the abs and up. So if she could somehow get a little bit more sharpness in the lines around her delts and the 6-pack, I think that would be amazing. But otherwise, she's got a great shape and I love her style as well. Okay, next in 3rd place is Tamara. So good. Wow, she's got fabulous balance between upper and lower body. I love how high her delts come above the clavicle. Just awesome and really good continuous shape to her extremely small waist. She's posing really nicely. The chest is high. The shoulders are out. I think it's accentuating the width, but also that V-taper very clearly. And she's got some amazing detail in her legs as well. I think if she could get less space between the thighs, either with more size in the inner thigh muscle or perhaps just by rotating the feet, heels together with the toes out, maybe just to squeeze the legs together. I definitely prefer when there's no space. I think it just is a more seamless overall silhouette. But my gosh, she looks gorgeous. I love her sleek straight hair. The suit color seems more subtle. It's not super bright, but it's beautiful on her. I love the pink and the turquoise color scheme. So I think she looks incredible. Next in 2nd place is Ashley, and I cannot get over the mass in her upper back and chest area. From the lats up is absolutely tremendous. In the lineup, you can't help but notice just how much muscle she has. Extremely big delts, extremely big lats. She really flares them beautifully. It creates such a dense V taper shape. All of this is just full of muscle. I love how round her shoulders are, all the way from the top of the clavicle and around. I think it looks really fabulous. From a symmetry perspective, I'm noticing this shoulder does have a bit more height and roundness than this one, whether that's a posing thing, like if the hand were to come down a little bit more. I noticed it here as well, that this hand is a little bit higher than that one. So it could be that, but I would definitely want to create a bit more roundness on this delt to match this one. I love her legs. I think she's got good size. And conditioning, oh yeah, this is by far the best as well that we've seen. I think you're getting a great look at all of the detail and lines in the legs, even better than Wasatch, better than Tupelo, and yet you still have some really good curves and roundness and fullness. Like these muscles, this part right here by her knees, they look like they're just bursting out of her legs. So huge. I think show to show, she just gets better and better, and she looks absolutely amazing. And I believe it's another new suit. It looks like the same scheme and design as this one, but a different shade. And all of them are beautiful. It looks just awesome. Okay, and now in first place is Jessica. Oh my gosh, her waist is so spectacular. She's so long in her torso, so it's like her abs just keep going. I love how high she keeps her suit. I think that really draws your eye to the V shape and the smallness of her waist. Her legs are so round and full, and to me, they look bigger than they did at Olympia. The definition is also even better. Like, look at some of the detail coming through on this quad compared to some of the detail here. And she was amazing at Olympia, second in the world. This is an improvement on that package. So I think she looks unreal. From her calves all the way up to her shoulders, everything is perfectly posed, beautiful roundness, great curves, nice definition in the upper body, in the abs, in the legs, everything. Stunning suit. It's a beautiful color, and I love how she always has her hair way off her shoulders so you can just see her silhouette so clearly. Okay, so here's the lineup photo. I definitely notice Ashley's width. I think her muscle mass is so great on her upper body. I notice Lena and Jessica for their tiny waists. I'm noticing the definition in Tamara and Amy's legs, but overall, the torso, the V shape, and the curve in the quads on Jessica really is top notch. From behind, again, I notice Ashley. I think she's got really great width and an amazing amount of size, like right at the top of the crisscross of her strap. But then when I look at Jessica, the delts, nobody has the delts like her in this back pose. They're so high, they're so round. Her tiny waist creates such an amazing shape. Her glutes look incredible and perfect amount of definition coming through in the back. I love that she still has a beautiful curve on the sides as well. I think she's really spectacular. And look at her calves. Her calves look amazing. Great proportion with her legs. I noticed Tamara's calves as well. Wow, what a lineup. So, of course, she was already qualified for Olympia. Okay, Pro Bikini. In first place, Ashlyn. Second, Isa. Third, Temekia. Fourth, Yurika. And fifth, Wu. So here's Wu. We just saw her at the Tahoe show in a new suit. I love the green. I love the red too. The red was a really nice shade of red with a bit of like a golden orange in it, but this green looks lovely as well. It's a little bit more subdued to me. I think her conditioning is even up a notch than it was at Tahoe. And I say that because of the legs. Like I'm seeing just that little bit more of a definition here than I saw here, but also the curve in the top of her quad, that looks awesome. A great shape, really nice detail in her hip. She's got a tiny waist, beautiful upper body. The lat and the shoulder are such a great curve. I'm not crazy about how far she pulls her hand forward onto her belly button. I think she could relax that and keep it more backwards. But it does keep her shoulders nice and level. I think her posing otherwise is very flattering. So a beautiful 5th place. Okay, Eureka is in 4th. Lovely. She looks beautiful. I love the color of her suit. It's not a royal blue, but it's also not a turquoise. It's not baby blue. It's just like a really pretty periwinkle, kind of purpley blue, and it's gorgeous. She's got great definition in her abs, not crazy 6-pack, but good obliques, gorgeous line coming down the side of her quad. An amazing shape to her glute, really full, really round, nice size from like the middle to the edge of her glute. A lot of horizontal size and beautiful hamstrings. I feel like she could have a little bit more curve to the top of her quad in this back leg. But I'm loving her shoulders. I think she's got a really nice curve on the top, even better than what we saw at the Orchid Pro. Just beautiful. The way she's got her arm, I think, is accentuating that shape, and she looks gorgeous. I love her hair and makeup. Her smile is so big. She's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Tamekia in 3rd place. Gorgeous. I love the suit. I love her curls. I think her leg, that back leg, amazing. Great curve, great amount of muscle. Check out the hamstring. Just beautiful lines and nice definition. There's a bit of detail coming through, but not too much. Beautiful shape to her glute. I wish that the line was a little bit sharper coming down the side of her leg to outline the quad, but I'm so impressed by her midsection, her extremely well-defined abs, and really nice size to the upper body. And she's got good size in her arms as well. Really nice proportions with the delts. And I love how you definitely can see the curves in the arm muscles. She's posing beautifully. Her legs look great. Amazing. Okay, Isa in 2nd place. Gosh, she looks so good. She's radiant. Beautiful shoulders. Her waist is always so small. She gets that crazy exaggerated hourglass shape. It looks so effortless for her. I'm loving the groove here in her glute, in the hip. She's got great definition in the quad down by her kneecap and enough lines to show some of that muscle shape in the back leg without being overly lean. So I think she did a great job with the conditioning. Beautiful, flat, tiny stomach with nice detail coming through on her abs. Love the suit color. And her hair is a beautiful color too. It's not super dark, but it's also not blonde. It's like a honey brown, and it's just beautiful. I think she looks fantastic. The shape of her glute is gorgeous. So really nice to see her in 2nd place. Unreal. Okay, and now Ashlyn in 1st place. Wow. I'm loving her size. She's got a very full, dense V shape. The lat, the shoulder, just a lot of beautiful muscle. I just noticed this triangle here. I also think she's got a really good match with her lower body. A very nice, dense, full, rounded glute, and it's lined up so perfectly with the side of her delt. And good size to her legs, nice curve to the top, but also some good curve to the bottom in the hamstring. She's posing really well to show off that hourglass shape and her tiny waist and beautiful definition. I'm curious why she keeps her hair to the front. I wonder if she's trying to limit how much of the delts are showing. I definitely prefer when the hair is off the shoulders because I like seeing that more seamless silhouette shape, but it's certainly something that could be a deliberate thing. Either way, her hair is beautiful. I love the side bang. I love this curl right here. I think it draws your eye to her smile. And overall, I think she looks really stunning. Another amazing win for her. Okay, so I mashed up 2 different photos of the lineup just so that the pictures were really clear and the quality was good. And wow, everybody looks amazing. Definitely noticing the definition on 4th and 5th, this line here on Eureka, the groove on the side of the hip on Woo. I notice the shape of the glute here on our 3rd place winner. Then when we compare 1st and 2nd, wow, top notch. I like how Isa poses a little bit more forward, so you see both of her shoulders very clearly. You got a really good look at her waist. The way that Ashlyn's posing a little bit more to the side, you're noticing the smallness of her waistline. But Isa's waist is undeniably tiny, so she doesn't need to be sideways to show that off. I think both women have incredible glutes. I'm liking the curve on Ashlyn. I think it's definitely showing off how much size she has to the hamstring. But I'm really liking the definition coming through on Isa. And now from behind, oh my gosh, amazing. Definitely notice the lines coming down the glute ham tie-ins on Woo. I think she's got a really great amount of detail. Eureka, I think, could have had a little bit more sharpness in that area. Tamekia has some really great hamstring definition coming through. I think she has to be careful that it's not too much, too lean, too many hard lines in the back. And here when I'm comparing Isa and Ashlyn, I think Ashlyn has a really good amount of that glute ham tie-in coming down. You're really seeing the lines traveling down here, but the hamstrings are still nice and soft, whereas Isa has a little bit more of that definition here. And I think it worked well for Ashlyn. You're noticing the curves from her all the way up to the tiny waist and a nice width on the top to really show that hourglass shape, the triangle coming in, the narrow, and then back out. Isa, I think, is a little bit more upright. Her shoulders are definitely round, but it's not quite as wide to narrow as you see on Ashlyn. But still, this is incredible. What a top 5. The top 2 in particular, wow. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Ashlyn was already on that list. Okay, women's physique. In first place, Ivy. Second, Alyssa. Third, Ceci. Fourth, Sarah. And 5th, Donna. So Donna in 5th place. My gosh, she looks awesome. Great legs. In particular, I'm loving the inside of her legs. That curve in her thigh is fantastic. And man, the definition, it's literally the shape of a feather. Unbelievable. I love that. It looks so good. Great fullness, beautiful curves, nice flat stomach, great lats. The only thing, I wish that her delts were a little bit higher here in this pose. Just a bit more size to come up and bigger and rounder. But otherwise, great conditioning, beautiful posing. I love the sheen and the gloss that she has. It's highlighting all the right things. The suit looks beautiful too, so I think she looked unreal. All right, Sarah in 4th place. Wow, definitely a lot of muscle mass, particularly in the lats. She's so wide from corner to corner, and beautiful legs to match. Great curves, good fullness, nice roundness. I'm loving her 6-pack ab definition. The hair being off is so good. It gives you such a great view of her body. I think her delts look really good. Nice arms as well. Like, everything is so beautifully balanced and proportioned. Maybe the tan could have been a bit darker, a little bit less on that orange tone, a bit more of the brown darkness, and a bit more gloss, so that some of the, like, I'm noticing gloss in the legs, but I think her upper body could have had a little bit more of that sheen. That's kind of it. That's all I can say. I think she looks unreal. I love the detail she has here. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Ceci in 3rd place. Great legs. Holy Dinah. The curve from the hip all the way to the kneecap. The quads are bumpy and lumpy and full and pumped and great definition. So good. I love this line coming up as well. And then she's got this tiny little waist, really narrow, really short, right? It just goes from lat right back out to quad. Good definition, nice size, great curves in her arms, and I'm loving all of the detail that you're seeing. She's got really thin looking skin, and it's just awesome. What else can I say? Great suit, good posing. For me, it's that X shape that she really is highlighting. Really good balance, great symmetry. Okay, Alyssa in second place. I always am floored by Alyssa. Her posing is unreal. She creates the most insane angles. Of course, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's so reminiscent of Arnold and classic. She's absolutely so good. Now, her physique, amazing. I'm loving how flat her lower stomach looks. What a crazy shape. This curve, so good. And wow, the detail. It goes right from her knee to her suit. That's crazy. She's got amazing size in the quad sweep, amazing size in her lats. She's posing so well to show off how small her waistline is. The X is undeniable. What a V-taper. Wow. Great biceps. Love the curve on the bottom of her arm. And then just her style overall. The color of the suit, her makeup, the jewelry is soft and simple. I don't even think she's got earrings. Just really highlighting and focusing on the posing and her physique. And I think everything is top notch. Great tan, great glossiness. Amazing. Okay, but here we go. First place, Ivy. Wow. The X is so pronounced. So much width, tiny waist, and unreal size in the legs with beautiful detail coming through. Just like we saw at Tampa. A lot of lines, great fullness on the inside of her legs, beautiful ab definition, and I love how her biceps are really outlined. I think her upper body, arguably, maybe it's the tan, maybe it's the lighting, but even more sharp than at the Tampa Pro, and I think her shoulders look even better. They're so high, they're so round, right? Amazing. Great suit. Beautiful hair and makeup, simple but beautiful amounts of bling in the earring, in the jewelry, and the bracelets. Her posing is flawless. You see all of these beautiful curves in her legs. She's highlighting that X frame. She looks unreal. All right, side by side. Oh, wow. Definitely I'm drawn to Alyssa's legs. I think she's got an amazing amount of size, particularly in her inside of her thigh and in here. Great sweep. Ivy, it's the shape overall. The silhouette is really stunning. I love the curve to her lats. Alyssa has a bit more of a straight sharpness. We see that curve in Ceci, in Ivy, a little more straightness on Sarah. It's just a difference in the physique. I love Ivy's shoulders. I think she's got really good curves and size. The Ceci has that nice fullness and height too, but Ivy looks so full and dense right in this like armpit region, and I think it's amazing. And from behind, I'm loving how crisp the lines are in Ivy's upper back. Even more so, I think, than Alyssa. It's a little bit sharper, but it's not as lean as Sarah. So she really nailed it with the conditioning. Her glutes, unreal. Beautiful lines coming down her legs, and I'm loving the fullness and size that she's maintaining in the back pose as well. I think Alyssa maybe could try to get the sweep on this the leg that her body weight is on, to just have a bit more roundness here to be more comparable with Ivy. But unreal. This is such a good show. In terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. And now Pro Wellness. In first place, Marissa. Second, Maya. Third, Jenna. Fourth, Diana. And fifth, Devin. And it was very close between fourth and fifth, just 1 point. So Devin in fifth place. Stunning, of course. Beautiful suit, nice hair. That shape in her lower body is outrageous. What a beautiful curve to her glute, but the hamstrings, man oh man, great lines, lovely full quad, nice curve coming through on the quad in the back. I feel like if she could get her feet a little further apart, or maybe even more up, the heel higher, then we'd see a bit more of the hamstring on the back leg. I also find that she's leaning a little bit forward. I wouldn't mind if she was a tiny bit more upright, just so that we can have a better look at the silhouette. But great delts, nice size in the upper body, good flat abs, and just overall a really beautiful package. All right, Diana in fourth. Okay, exactly what I meant. A little bit more upright. I just think it looks really polished, very confident, great size to the upper body, though I do think she could have a bit more curve to the shoulder. She's got great lats, amazing abs, and now that lower body is, wow. This quad looks so good, very thick, good size, nice hamstrings. The detail in the quad is really fabulous, but I wish that the line was a little bit sharper that comes down the side of the legs. And I also think she could have a bit more roundness right here in this part of the glute, whether that's a posing thing, maybe being a little bit more sideways, not sure, but beautiful size, great detail coming through on the quad. And I think her upper body looks really good from a posing perspective. She's really showing off those shoulders. Beautiful suit too. All right, Jenna in third place. Amazing lower body, great sweep to the quad, great size in the hamstrings. I'm loving all this detail in her hip, beautiful curve to the leg, and her stomach is so flat, very impressive. I do think that she's leaning forward too much. It's definitely showing off this curve on the top of her glute beautifully, but to me, it's distorting her shape a little too much, and I'm losing some of the balanced look. I know it's wellness and it doesn't have to be a perfect balance, but I think just a little bit more upright shows off the upper body development better. But her legs look awesome. Maybe a little bit more detail could come through on the back leg, a bit more on the quad, but I'm loving her abs. I think she's got great size in her arms. The suit looks beautiful. It's a stunning blue, almost a smoky blue, and it's beautiful. Great hair. Love her lipstick. Gorgeous. Okay, Maya in second place in a beautiful purple suit. Okay, her posing to me is really nice. Very upright. You're seeing both legs very clearly. The quad of the front leg is not obstructing the hamstring of the back leg, and I love that. Good detail up in the quad sweep on the top. Amazing size and shape in her glute. Her hamstrings are so bubbly and round. Awesome. Tiny waist, great obliques, good sized to the delts. I think she's got a really nice shape overall. Great posing. I love the space. I love how high up on her toe she is, and big hair. Love it. So good. It fills out her frame. It's balancing. I think she looks really, really good. Maybe a little bit more twist in the shoulder to the front, or perhaps just the hair off of the shoulder so I can see the back delt a bit more. But that's it. I think she did an amazing job. And now in first place, Marissa. They didn't have a picture of her in that same pose from before, but you can still see her shape here. Amazing glute. To me, she looks extremely lean. Very, very easy to see the definition in her abs. and yet still really full in the legs. We're not losing size. She's got great quads, an amazingly small waist, and beautiful mass in the upper body too. What a triangular shape she has. Love the suit. Oh, so good. Okay, so here's everybody in the side pose. Now we can see Marissa and that definition in her leg. The detail in her hamstring, I love this line here. And you're even seeing definition in the back leg. I love that too. So that's what I meant about Jenna could have had a little bit more. Even Maya, I think, could have had a tiny bit more sharpness in the lines, but I'm loving her shape and her curves. Marissa's glutes really come far, and what a great balance with the delts. You're definitely noticing a beautiful curve and just muscle mass upper and lower. And from behind, my gosh, her quad sweep is crazy good. Amazing definition in the glute ham tie-ins. Devin, you're really noticing the hamstrings. Diana, she's got great fullness, especially on the top of her glute, but I think her tie-ins could have been a little bit sharper. Jenna, I think, could have a bit more size in the roundness on the sides of her glutes. Maya, beautiful, great tie-ins, nice fullness and roundness here, but I'm noticing the delts a lot on Marissa and just the width and the narrowing of her waist. So I think she's just got a really great shape from behind, beautiful detail coming down her legs, and a crazy amount of mass. So there she is, qualified for Olympia. And there are more contests coming up this weekend into September. So make sure you subscribe, give me a like if you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.